friends. Welcome to the podcast, The Millionaire of the Diamonds. And let me tell you, it's going to be powerful. Let them. Let them. So I know Jacqueline Stockley already got the book. She wrote to me. She already got the book. If you don't have the book, this is it. This is it. The Let Them theory. And if I understood correctly in chapter 1, it's thanks to her daughter that kept saying, Mom, let them, let them, let them. And then from there, she did her research. It's going to be amazing. So if you're joining us for this podcast the very first time and you're looking for a podcast that's going to motivate you, you're on the wrong channel. If you're looking for a podcast that's going to inspire you, I'm going to say it, Jean-Philippe, you're on the wrong channel. If you're looking for a podcast where there's debate, you're on the wrong channel. And now you're saying, what the heck is this podcast? It's transformational. This is maybe even boring, but let me tell you, transformational, which means that it's information that's out there in books. Unfortunately, way too many people read all kinds of books. I can tell you how many people I've seen in my life. I'm 62 years old, read development books, and there's zero development happening. Nothing, nada, right? So the objective here is to help you bring it to another level and truly transform yourself into the person you want to become. And that is exactly what this podcast is about. So what to expect today, always tied in so you can transform yourself. And of course, I'm talking to myself to become a better leader. I am intentional, and this holds me accountable every morning to do something for personal development. So today we're going to talk about one powerful shift that I learned way a long time ago, which is called taking your power back. You're going to realize where you've been giving a lot of your energy away, where you've been understanding why when it's none of your business. I'm trying to think in my early 30s when I wanted things to happen more than you wanted them for yourself. Okay. I've been there. But in my early 40s, I got it. And that's what allowed me to build the business we have today. This is what it's going to be about. And it's not about someday you're going to get this. It's after we've done this book, you're going to be like us. Let them. Okay. You're going to be like me. I don't know about Marie-Pierre and Jean-Philippe, but really let them. So what if this one idea could change everything? So now I want you to go share, and Marie-Pierre is going to tell you exactly what to do and what's coming up. Don't forget the conference this weekend. I'm nervous. This is a good sign, okay? Because if you're not nervous, I had read once that the sign of us being nervous, even with all our experience, is the sign that we want to deliver excellence. And if you're going to do something completely nonchalantly and say, I got this, we're going to underdeliver. So I'm really nervous for Saturday. Okay, bye-bye. Over to you, Marie-Pierre.
Okay, so let's start to share the podcast. So you have the arrow just beside where you write your comments, so you can share on every social media platform. And you have the text in the comment that you can copy paste it when you share, so people understand why they should listen to the podcast this morning. And after that, you can click on the arrow, and you will see that you can send it by messenger or text message. So if you have someone in mind that really needs to hear this podcast, send it directly. One-on-one is the best way to make sure that they will click on the link and listen to the podcast. And then we have our contest, Les Millionnaires de Demain. Tomorrow we announce our winner for the month of March, but you can already participate for the month of April. So every time that you go on our Facebook group, Les Millionnaires de Demain Inspirational Group, every time that you post, every time that you comment, that you react, you gain points during the month to be in the top 10 contributor of the group. And at the end of the month, the official top 10, you get a voucher to go shop on the boutique Les Millionnaires de Demain. And then, yeah.
Do you hear them snoring?
Not really. This one.
Oh, it's good. Okay, it's cutting out the noise. Can you imagine me in school? Okay, you're used to be a teacher. Can you imagine this student in class? The teacher would be explaining something. What, Maria? Did you hear the noise outside? That was me. Sorry. Okay, go on.
Jean-Philippe's laugh. Okay, and then we have a draw every month to be in the draw with the boutique or with the book Millionnaires de Demain. Every time that you receive one of the book or something from the boutique, you take a picture and you post it on social media. Always tag it Millionnaires de Demain to be in the draw. Or you're just reading one of the book again, you take a picture. You're doing one of the quiz book again, you take a picture. Or you're placing your order, take a picture and post it on social media. And always tag Millionnaires de Demain so you'll be in the
Maria
draw at the
Mariano.
end of the month.
Maria
And Millionnaires
Mariano.
de Diamants so you can be in the draw at the end of the month. And of course, yes, if you don't already have your ticket for the conference coming up, click on the link and join us. It's a virtual conference, so it's all around the world that you can join us, even if the time is not right for you. You will receive the link after that to watch it in replay. So it's for everyone, no matter what. So you can watch it on Zoom with us or in replay after that. Bye.
That's it. No top 10. No, it's Wednesday. I'm getting it. Bye-bye. Okay, c'est bon. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Linda. Lise is here. Jacqueline is here. Louise is here. Martin is here. Where's James? There's James. We are here. Kendra. Yes. Okay, somebody's missing, James. I got you. Sherry Novak is here. Okay. Guys, my friends that you're listening, you're going to absolutely love where we're going with this book. So what I'm going to do is try to re-give you the story that takes literally, Kesma, I was going to talk in French, that takes literally almost the whole entire chapter, okay? So I'm going to ask you something. How many times have you adjusted your life? Okay, your words, your decision, just to avoid disappointing someone else. Let's be serious. How many times? How many times? How many times did you shrink just so someone else could feel more comfortable? Be honest with me. You go in the comments if you want to play the game with me. How many times? And at the end of the day, let's be honest, it was still not enough. Still not enough. I've been there. I can tell you personally, I've adjusted. I've checked my words. I changed my decision to accommodate somebody. I shrank myself. I made myself smaller because I was just too much for a lot of people, which I still am today. Ha ha. Okay. And you know what? At the end of the day, they still judged me. They still criticized me, and they still didn't approve. They still didn't approve. And that's just the way it is. Oh my God, I'm going to love this book. You're going to love this book. So today I want to tell you something that might change everything for you. The problem is not you. So if you're leaning in and taking down one sentence, I want you to write this down. The problem is not you. The problem is the power you've been giving away. I went, oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. This is so spot on. Okay. Again, I repeat, the problem is not you. The problem is the power you've been giving away. Did you write that down, guys? Tell me you wrote it down. Tell me you wrote it down. If somebody is fast in the chat, go write it in the chat. I want to immortalize this comment, okay? So we've all done it. We've all done it, okay? We think, if I say the right thing, maybe they'll be happy. We think, if I do more, they'll appreciate me more. We think, if I keep the peace, they'll stop judging me. Okay, we think. But you know what happens instead? You work harder, you bend more, you shrink yourself, and still, it's never enough. And here's why. This is where we're going to take you with this book. So I really hope you're tuning in and you're going to stick it out for about 21 weeks, we calculated, okay? Because you're trying to control something you were not meant to control. Are you ready? What do you think you're trying to control that you weren't meant to control? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. What? Other people. Okay. The answer is other people. When we try to control other people's opinion, we lose. When we try to control other people's moods, we lose. When we try to control other people's reaction, we lose. And the truth is simple. The more you try to manage others, the more you're going to lose yourself. I'm telling you, I've been there. There's no positive outcome from that moment in my life. So here's the breakthrough. The moment you stop trying to control others, you take your power back, and it comes down to two simple words. Are you ready? Okay, I want everybody to go in the chat and write it. Let them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, very easy. Go write it. Let them, let them, let them. I need you to repeat this all day long. Okay, let them. Okay, you gotta let them be. Let them have their opinion. I'm Italian and I married Mohammed Mekalash, Algerian Muslim. I'm just gonna let you know, understand that if I wasn't able to maybe not use the words let them, but not care about what other people had to say, I wouldn't still be married today. Okay. So let them have their opinion. Let them be in a bad mood. I'm in Tupperware. Do you know the judgment I get still today with all the success and financial success we've had and continue to have, how people have their opinions? Okay. Let them be in a bad mood. Let them misunderstand you. My sister says to me, they don't get you, Maria. And I said, yeah, and what's the problem here? It's not my problem. It's a you problem, right? Let them judge you, because the truth is people only have power over you if you give it to them. Did you write that down in your notes? People only have power over you if you give it to them. And when you stop giving it, something incredible happens. You get your energy back, your peace back, your focus back. And for the first time, you start living your own life on your term term. Yeah, there you go. You start living your own life. There you go. Instead of reacting to everyone else. And I love the example that Mel Robbins gives in the book in the introduction, because it's so real. I'm a mom. Many moms here are listening. Oh my God. And we try literally to control everything. And just for the sake, for fun here. A lot of people say to me, your kids are 30, 32, 34. And I'm going to tell you why they're close, because I let them be. And between me and my husband he still thinks they're 10, 12, and 14. But the reason I really get along with them is because I love them for who they've chosen to be. And I was looking at a lot of pictures this week for whatever reason, and I realized a lot of pictures from when they were young to today is really us huddling together all the time. They feel respected, they feel understood, they feel it is so important. So the story that Mel Robbins says, she goes her kids are going to prom, whatever, and she wants to make sure everything is perfect, the flowers, the plans, the details. And then the chaos hits, right? Prom day, rain starts. Her son, who had to go to prom, they're going to eat to a restaurant. There's no reservation, last minute decision. And Mel Robbins starts doing what we've all tried to do. Well, not me, most people. My husband, there you go. I still don't care. You have no idea. Trying to fix it, trying to control it, trying to manage it, until her daughter, Mel Robbins' daughter, looks at her mom, Mel, and says, Mom, stop it. Let them be. Let them be. Let them go where they want. Let them get wet. Let them get dirty. Let them make their own decision. And of course, for me, as I was reading this yesterday, I said, oh my gosh, it is so true. Okay. We all care, but there's a huge difference between caring and wanting to control. And when you want to control, listen, guys, I live with Mohammed. He is a control freak. I can't believe it that, Nadia went on holidays in Spain and goes, where are you going? Why are you going? Who are you going? And I'm looking at him and I'm just saying to myself, okay, he's going to get a bunch of lies. Seriously. Okay. So just stop wasting time, stop overthinking, stop reacting, and you're going to have peace. But most importantly, the right people, my kids, they're the right people. They're going to love being with me. My family, my sister, my brother, my in-laws, these are the right people. They're my family. They're going to love being with me because I let them be. I let them be. That's where the real power is. So I'm going to leave you in the hands of Jean-Philippe so you understand a little bit more the principle, the discipline that's required, the concept behind here. But from me to you, to Jean-Philippe and Marie-Pierre, listen to the old lady. Just let them be. They're going to talk about you anyways. So why give them your power? Oh,
Mm.
I love this book. I love this book. Jean-Philippe, take it away.
Thank you, Maria. So, yes, my job this morning is to explain why this simple idea of letting people go, like letting them like do actually what they want to do works. Okay, so what does it say about our brain and how it can diffuse much of our daily tension? So as we will see, it's a re-engineering of your relationship with control. Okay, so our author Mel Robbins relies on fundamentals law of human nature, and those law, okay, are really important to understand. We have a visceral, hardwired need for control. This is natural for human. Okay, it's a survival mechanism. So controlling your environment, your schedule, your relationship, your future, well, it gives us that feeling of being safe and secure. But in that false sentiment of feeling safe and secure, there is a trap. Okay, we try to control what is by definition uncontrollable. So what other people think, what other people say, and what other people do. And worse, you even try to change other people. Well, here is the news. There's only one person you truly control. It's yourself, your thoughts, your action, and the most important, your reaction. So when you fight against those law of nature, what you create is you create unnecessary stress, relation tension, and a constant mental friction. So you gotta live by those two words, okay? And I know that it's hard. Well, those words are simple, but let me tell you that applying that is much more difficult, okay? So let them. And by you applying those, okay, what you will create is you will actually let a lot of tension. So it's not like being passive and say like let do everything that you want. No, it's an active and intention letting go, which means okay that at some point it's not saying that you can do whatever you want, but it's about understanding how your energy is working. So here are some examples that came from the book. Okay, so let them be late, okay, to absolutely everything. Let them be judgmental of my career. Let them hate the photo that I just post online. Let them do construction, okay, during the Monday morning commute. Let them leave the dishes in the sink. Well, Maria will say, no, put it in the dishwasher, wash it right now, okay? But let them disagree, okay, with my parenting. So, what will happen when you start understanding where you have to put your energy? Okay, it disarms the struggle. So you stop spending energy trying to change what isn't in your control, and immediately your brains will free up mental space. Okay, but what is important is that in the let them theory, there's a second part that you need to understand. Okay, so yes, there is the let them. Okay, but on its own, it could be misinterpreted. Okay, like, oh, you resign, you don't care about anything in life. Okay, well, the second phase, okay, the second part of that equation is about let me. So, what is happening is that you can say, let them be angry, but let me manage my reaction over that. Let them judge, but let me stay aligned with my value. So it's about understanding how now you can focus on your energy. So this is an energy transfer. So instead of trying to control others, you control yourself. Okay, so this is how you will gain power over your own life by stopping trying to control everything. Okay, so we move from an external logic that you try to change the environment to an internal logic, which means that you're changing your relationship to the environment. Okay, it came back to Jack Canfield. Okay, you can change your reaction, but you cannot change the event. Okay, it's based on the cognitive psychology. Okay, so remember that. Okay, that it's really about letting them, okay, do something, but let me reclaim my power over myself. So it's a paradigm shift, and this is something that we will work on in the next podcast to really understand how I can focus on my energy. So to help you reflect on where you are right now, okay, about that let them theory, I will let Marie-Pierre present you the quiz.
Yes, thank you, Jean-Philippe. So it's time for the quiz this morning because it sounds really simple. Let them, yeah, but in real life, it will challenge your ego, it challenge your emotion, it challenge your need to control everything. So we struggle not because we don't understand the idea, but we struggle because we want people to behave the way that we expect. So we want people to understand, to show up the way that we want, and that they will agree with us, that they will meet our standards. So then maybe you react, you overthink, you get frustrated, and we try to fix and we try to control. So with this quiz, you will see if you have that tendency that you want to fix everything, or are you already able to say, let them, let them. So let's start with this quiz. So this morning you can answer A, B, or C for every question. And it's important to answer honestly, not who you want to be, but who you are right now. So you know exactly where you are and how you can improve. So let's start question number one. So someone disagree with you or judge one of your decisions. So what do you do? A, I replay it and try to justify myself. B, it affects me, but I try to move on. Or C, I let them think what they want and stay focused. Question number two. Someone cancel on you last minute. What do you do? A, I take it personally. B, I feel disappointed, but I let it go eventually. Or C, I accept it quickly and move on. Question number three. Someone close to you makes a choice that you don't agree with. So what do you do? A, I try to convince them to change. B, I share my opinion, but it still bothers me. Or C, I respect their choice and stay at peace. Question number four. Before you make a decision, what do you do usually? So A, I think about what people will say. B, I hesitate, then move forward. Or C, I decide based on my value. Question number five. You see something online that really bothers you on social media. So what do you do? A, I react, comment, or keep thinking about it. B, I feel it, but I scroll past. Or C, I disconnect and don't let it affect me. So did you get mostly A's, mostly B's, or mostly C's this morning? So if you have mostly A, you are trying to control what is not yours to control. So you are probably over involved, emotionally reactive, and you drain your own energy. So you want to focus on say, let them earlier in the process, not after the reaction. So at the moment of the trigger, so you can save your energy. And good news, we're gonna work on that for a minimum of 20 weeks. We realize. So for half a year, we're gonna work on that let them theory. If you have it mostly B, now you are aware, but you still attach it, but it's still attached. So you understand the concept, but you're still processing too long. So now your focus will be to reduce the emotional recovery time, so you can feel it, but you don't stay in it. And if you have a mostly C, now you are living the let them. So you are grounded, focused, and emotionally independent already. So you want to apply it faster and, of course, consistently. So less thinking and more trusting. So how you can really practice that daily. Of course, we're going to work on that. We're just in the intro this morning. But let's start with three simple things that you can do today. So number one, identify your triggers. So before your day start, decide, okay, what usually triggers me that I want to control everything? Maybe someone being late or someone that disagree with you, a lack of response, a lack of support. Because even when you know exactly what is your trigger, you can identify and you can prepare for it and don't react and already say the let them before going into your emotion. Number two, shift to the let me. So immediately say, let me focus. Let me move forward. Let me protect my energy, because the let them will create that space. So the let me give your direction. And number three tips, the end of the day reflection. So at night, ask yourself, okay, where did I try to control? Where did I really let go? Where can I apply it faster tomorrow? Not something perfect, but to be aware of where you are now, so you can really work on that every day to learn about this theory about let them. So you want to let them be who they are, but the most important is that you want to let yourself become who you are meant to be when you let go of the control. So on that, I wish you a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for the next podcast. Bye everyone.